Have you ever experienced that when you see a food photo, you may think it's beautiful, but you don't have an appetite for it? Or that, although the food photo is not ugly, it doesn't leave a deep impression or a special feeling after viewing it. Food has its own flavor, color, texture, temperature, etc. But the key point is how to activate the viewer's senses through the photo, thus allowing them to taste with their eyes. To achieve this goal, you need a food photo with a sense of story. In this video, Blue Lake Shot will show you 3 tips on how to build a sense of story in food photos and a quick way to practice them in real life. Let's take a look. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on your little bell to get more information on the latest mobile photography for free. To build the sense of story in a food photo, you first need to identify the attribute of the story. Just like writing a screenplay, you have to understand what kind of story you want to write first. Is it an adventure story, a sci-fi novel, or a romantic comedy? First, you need to determine what message you want to convey in your food photo. For example, when you take a photo of a drink, what is the drink trying to convey to the viewers? Is it the cool and refreshing taste on a hot summer day, or the aromatic taste during autumn and winter? The same main subject can give people completely different feelings through the visuals. Once the outline of the story is set, the next step is to slowly fill in the content and details. This brings us to the second step. After the story is written, it must be read by the audience in order to give full play to the value of the story. And a photo that tells a good story must be one that can evoke emotions. Since food photos are taken for people to view, we will rather use emotional hints in the photos to trigger resonance, rather than using reason to convince the audience. So how to evoke emotion? Whether it's the tableware used, the presentation of the food, the cooking process, or the ingredients that go with it, etc. Any object that appears in the photo may trigger an associative memory in the viewer's mind, and our life and culture are inseparable from food. For example, if you recall a childhood experience, a scene from the holiday table, or the taste of your grandmother's cooking, the emotional hooks that you've arranged in the photo become the main content of the photo's storytelling, allowing the viewer to label the photo with an identity. After understanding the outline and content, the last part is the details. The 2 points above are to locate the general direction and establish the main story of the photo. But finally, it's necessary to return to the food itself. After all, what we shoot is food, so different photography techniques should be used to show the characteristic of food itself more completely. For example, how to use light to show the texture of the food itself. Is it crispy or fluffy? How to use different props in order to help viewers understand the flavor of the food. Is it aromatic or spicy? How to use different shooting angles to show different aspects of the food. What should be captured? The cut or the overall appearance of the food. After learning the 3 tips on how to build the sense of story in a photo, it's time for the practical part. Every story has people, time, and place in it. And when taking photos, you can practice like this. You can divide your ideas into 3 parts: the main subject to be shot, the location to be shot, and the life memories. For example, the first part, the main subject to be shot, can be the cake, drink, steak, bread, etc. The second part, the location to be shot, can be the window, table, kitchen, warehouse, etc. The third part, lifetime memories, can be the hustle and bustle of a birthday party, a leisurely Sunday afternoon, the appearance of the table left behind by the rush to go out, a long conversation by the fireside on a rainy day, and so on. If you combine these 3 parts, you can form a specific scene, such as coming home late from a late shift, simply ordering a bowl of noodle soup at a roadside food stand. In this way, your picture will quickly generate a specific sense of story, which not only helps you to build a whole scene of the food photo in your mind, but also allows you to take photos that strike a deeper chord with the viewers, not just for the sake of taking photos and pressing the shutter button. In the future, when you want to take photos, You can use this method to let your photo tell a story. Phone photography at home. Have you learned it? If you have any questions about taking pictures or arranging props, please leave us a message, and we will make it into a tutorial video to reply. It's not hard to take pictures, just try it.